Jimmy and I love to travel, and so we are often house guests. Well, here are 7 rules we abide by to be the best house guest.
Do you break into a sweat with even the thought of having company? I'm here to help. After trying just a few of my hosting tips, you'll be more than ready to say, come on over.
Number 1, we try really hard not to trash the bathroom.
Do not go in there. Woo!
And why that's important is that not everyone has a guest bathroom. You may be using the family bathroom or a bathroom with the children. So you don't want to trash that. And that means don't just lay out all your stuff on the counter and get real comfortable. It's not your bathroom. It's not your home bathroom. You want to take your bathroom items in a little container, little pocket, little bag, get them out, put them back in, take that back with you. Also, don't just all over the mirror. That's not kind or helpful or good in any way. Try not to spit on the mirror, fling things on the mirror. Don't do that. We try to be really careful to flush the toilet every time we use it. That's also really, really nice to do. And that also means if that bathroom runs out of something, toilet paper, towels, tissues, it's okay to just go ahead and tell your host, hey, we need a little bit more, whatever you need, and they'd be more than happy to supply that. Number 2, we like to always ask where we should park. We don't want to block somebody into the garage. We don't want to park in front of someone's house where you're not supposed to. Maybe if you park on the street, that's a trash collection day. We don't want to get towed.
Yeah, like tomato, but without the tuh.
So just call ahead, that's what we do, and say, hey, where would you like us to park? Problem solved. Number 3, we don't ever complain about the food. We don't always love the food. I remember one time specifically that the hostess served a vegetable lasagna. We don't like vegetable lasagna. We would never make a vegetable lasagna. It was not a good vegetable lasagna, but we plowed through it. And then later in the evening, we ran out to get something and picked up something to eat because we were starving. But we did not complain about that.
They gave us science, democracy, and little cubes of charred meat that taste like sweat.
So, if it's not to your liking, find another way around it. We also take snacks for just such a reason. Usually the host will ask us if we have any food allergies or something that we particularly don't like, and we just answer truthfully at that time. And so there's not usually an issue. Number 4, if we're uncomfortable with the sleeping temperature, it's okay for us to let the host know. They usually want to know that. In our case, we're usually too warm. And so what we don't say is, hey, can you crank down that heat? We don't say that. What we do say is, do you have a fan that we could use? And what that usually brings up the conversation, are you too warm? And then we say, yeah, we are a little too warm, but we could use a fan. And then they will usually say, we'll just drop the temperature. So that gets that conversation going on comfort without it being, I'm too hot, turn down the temperature.
Do you let the kids touch the thermostat at your house?
What? No, the thermostat is a sacred covenant.
Because you know what? It's not our house. So their house, their rules. Number 5, we always try to let our hosts know our comings and goings, especially if it's several days. If we have gone to that town to go see something, go to a concert or go to a museum or go do something specifically in that town, we let our hosts know so they aren't waiting on us. They would like to plan meals, plan their own days, and usually a good host will plan around the guest, but not just up in the air. Not that there has to be a specific schedule, but just let them know, hey, after breakfast, we're gonna go do whatever we're gonna do, and we'll probably be back around 4. That gives them a day open to do what they need to do. We're back in time to enjoy a wonderful meal. Number 6, and this would never happen with us, but we would never just show up with a pet. Now, the number 1 reason we wouldn't show up with a pet is that Jimmy's allergic to pet hair. So we don't have a pet. But We also just wouldn't show up with a pet because that is inconsiderate to the host. They may have pets of their own. They too may be allergic to pets. And it could not just the dander, it could be pet saliva. Also, a lot of people just don't want a foreign pet in their home.
We are Siamese, if you please.
So it's okay to ask ahead of time, hey, do you mind if we bring our fill in the blank? But don't be surprised if the answer is no. That's their prerogative. They are the hosts. And number 7, and I cannot stress this enough, always offer to take your hosts to dinner. They have scheduled their lives around your visit, and they may love to cook. They may not love to cook. They may be scrambling to cook for you. Whatever the reason, just go ahead and offer and say, just choose a restaurant, we'd love to take you to dinner. Or another way to get to that point is to say, is there just like a really great restaurant that you all love to go to? We'd love to take you there. Everyone loves to be treated on that kind of an outing.
Okay? Beautiful.
And you'll go down as the best house guests they've ever had. And wouldn't that be an awesome title? Are you thinking of traveling to see a friend soon? I can't remember what we said. There are ways. And we have people travel. See, I sidebarred. This is an intro. And you will go down as the best house guests in history. In history, really? In history.
Come on over. Now go make someone feel special today.